Hey guys and gals, this is Blake Morrow. You are listening to the Daily Roundup webinar. Let me go ahead and let everybody in the general chat know. I'm just going to hop in the chat room. We're obviously going through some changes here, so you could say my head's spinning a little bit. Just give me a second. Daily Roundup is starting now. It is an exclusive webinar for you all. Just click the icon on the ForexAnalytix page after you sign in. Okay. All right. So for those people that are listening in right now, if you're new to, and hold on, let me do this. I'm like fumbling around here. You guys have to excuse me. Good news is, the good news is I did shower today, so that's the positive. Unfortunately, you guys don't have to. You guys won't smell me, but I smell like roses. Anyway, I want to say, if you guys are new to the ForexAnalytix family, you've come over from the Forex Flow Live group. I want to welcome you all. There's going to be some changes, obviously. We have enacted a few different things, and we're trying to accommodate everybody. There's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. It's going to take a little bit of time to get comfortable with everybody and how we trade, blah, 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 blah. But just let you know, like in the next week, we're going to be sending out a survey, taking people's recommendations, what your thoughts are, what you'd like to see, what you don't like, what you do like, because we're actually doing a lot of rewriting anyway of certain things. So just letting you guys know that we are working behind the scenes. It's not like a mishmash, see ya, hope you guys are enjoying it. Deal with it. That's not the type of approach that we have. And all at the same time, we're also trying to stay on top of the markets right now, because if you haven't seen, the equity markets are trading really heavy. And I've been, I'm actually quite surprised we're as heavy as we are right now. Not surprised in a sense that that the S&P is pulling back a little bit, but being that there hasn't been much of a bounce here. So let's speaking to the S&P, so this is how important the support is. So let's you can see this lower trend line here. Remember, trend lines are not, how I draw a trend line doesn't mean that that's the end all be all, or that's the way it should be drawn, or anything like that. But what I will tell you is, I think we are really at what would be considered pretty important support here. If you connect through, like you can see that here's the trend line here. You connect through all the trend lines, or the lower wicks over here. We're actually crossed through that trend line. That's why my alarm's going off. So where we close by the end of the day is probably going to be pretty important. I tried to buy the S&P. Well, I tried successfully at 42.55 earlier, spun out of it for a few points. And I got out of it because I'm like, the dollar Mexican peso is really still trading pretty bid. And you can see that here, even though we didn't go to the 2010 level, after I pulled the pattern in play and I pulled my long dollar Mex off, which is just around 20, it still is hovering above there. I was surprised. I was actually thinking about, hey, maybe I'll just take a short here if we can see some stocks, see the stocks bounce a little bit. But the Dow's heavy, NASDAQ's heavy, S&P's near its lows. So to try to trade risk off right now, it's tough. That's a tough trade at the moment. Crude, and this is another chart that I was really quite surprised that we've sold off as aggressively as we have. I thought we'd stop here at 68. We're at 67. but we're not seeing any type of bounce. And you know, this price action, whenever you sell off or you rally and then you stop and you don't pull back, that's usually not good sign if you're trying to go counter trend, right? So if you rally aggressively, let me give you an example. Like you rally aggressively in the US dollar Norwegian krona, right? And I've pulled some off profits, but we're just holding these gains. That usually means there's more to come. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm just going to start buying what I sold earlier today, but the chances of getting a more of a substantial pullback is a lot less now because we're just holding these gains. Same thing when we sell off. If you see the sell off in equities, you know, it's quite aggressive, and now we're just holding. That, you know, to me suggests that that you know, we might have some lower prices to go. If we can't stabilize here, if we can't find some buyers down at these levels today, you know, I don't know if there's going to be much hope for a turnaround Tuesday, meaning turnaround the stock market bounces on Tuesday. I'm skeptical about that. And so I just want you guys to be really, really careful with the current market environment. I think you got to be very cautious. I am careful going counter trend, which, by the way, I happen to be long some euro. I bought some at like 117.99. I'm long a little euros, and I'm like, I don't know if I really want to be long the euro, not with stocks as weak as they are. Right. That's kind of one of the things that I'm thinking about. So let me see. A couple comments have come in. Jason says, Blake, I guess I missed the announcement. Did you guys merge with Forex Flow? No, the announcement is tomorrow to the public. But obviously we want to do get the ball rolling in stages. So what you're seeing is something that looks like that, Jason? Something, maybe. Okay, we'll make the announcement tomorrow. Anyway, one of the other things, and just so you guys know, and this I just recently found out, I'm not in charge of technology here. You know, when you're on ForexAnalytix, the orders and options area is here. This is for the premium subscribers, but if there's some major options that are going off and that are very important that you need to know, we'll try to mention that, you know, on our daily webinar. So this way you guys have a clue that, you know, there's some big, you know, options expirations coming about that need to be paid attention to. What there is tomorrow? Jackson Hole? No, Jackson Hole is not tomorrow. It's in Jackson Hole is in August, Amira. So that's going to be the next major event for the markets. Like, if we really want to know what the Fed is thinking, we're probably going to see, you know, some of the, you know, comments in Jackson Hole are really going to, you know, move the needle a little bit. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it. I just, if you're long the dollar, you know, we are here. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. You're long the dollar continues to wedge up against triangle resistance. I think that's pretty key. You know, Amir asks, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday. All day tomorrow is Tuesday. There's really nothing tomorrow. We got some Australian retail sales that I think that the market may move. We have ECB later this week. Maybe that's what you're thinking. I don't know. But other than that, guys, just again, if you're long the dollar, like I've been long the dollar for the last few days or last week and a half, I've taken a lot of profits off the table here. Trying to trade counter trend. I'm not really too comfortable with it. I'm not going to stick around being short dollars, not yet. Unless the euro closes at its highs of the day, that would entice me to stay long the euro. But, you know, if the euro closes the day, you know, in the next, let's just say 4 hours or so, and we're still floating around 118, I ain't sticking around. That's the you know, it's too much of a risk in either direction. So Craig said the RBA tomorrow. The RBA would be Wednesday, isn't it? No, we had meeting minutes. We had meeting minutes. Yeah, we have meeting minutes tomorrow. That would be tonight. Tonight, if you're in North America. And if you're in Europe, it's going to be right in the middle of the night. But it's just meeting minutes. Oh, Lorraine says tomorrow is your announcement. Yes, tomorrow is our announcement. That's correct. Maybe that's what you were asking, Amira. Tomorrow we're going to be making an announcement here at ForexAnalytix on the Face webinar. So make sure you're there for that live. All right, guys. Wanted to tell you, just to reiterate, really important interview. I say important. It's a really, I think it's going to be a very enlightening interview on Wednesday. So it's Wednesday because he's not going to be around tomorrow. Brent Donnelly has been the chief or head currency trader at HSBC. I'll be interviewing him on Wednesday. I'm really excited about it. We've been going back and forth over the last few weeks. Super great guy. I'm really excited to meet him in person and meet him or video and talk with him. I think he's going to provide a lot of insights to all of us as traders. There's no way I've traded any type of size close to what he's been doing, even though I've traded some pretty big size for most people. Trading banks money is a much different animal, and it's gonna be interesting to hear his take. So you guys enjoy that. You'll have that interview probably by Friday. You guys have a great day. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And thanks for those of you that are, through the transition. Thank you all for your patience and understanding. And just know that we're going to be, you're going to see over the next couple of weeks, us making continued improvements and taking your feedback and trying to incorporate that. It's not always easy from a technology standpoint, but we're trying our best. And I just want you all to know that we all are listening. So thank you so much for your support as always. And sorry, I don't have much insights here. Just be careful. Look at S&Ps at lows. Yeah, be careful. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.